Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and I have a really fabulous project for you today. It's super easy. Anybody can make it, and I love it because it does use one of my favorite things. Actually, two of my favorite things, the Happiness Abounds bundle, as well as watercoloring. I love to watercolor, and we're going to do a super duper easy background that anyone can create with this card. So I'm going to start with some watercolor paper. This is our Fluid 100 watercolor paper, and this technique will not work on regular cardstock at all. So you really have to have this Fluid 100 paper. The reason is because it is designed to accept lots and lots of water, which is of course what we need. We're also going to use some ink and our water painter. I've got the big wash brush from my set of 3, and I've got a really fun happy color combo. I've got Mango Melody, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, and Coastal Cabana. So we're going to take and create just a background wash. So to do that, I'm going to squeeze the ink pad to the lid of my, the pad to my lid. And then we're going to pick up the color from there. I'm also going to get some water on my brush and just kind of add it to my cardstock. This is going to help the ink blend onto my paper. Okay. And because we don't want it to be all streaky, we want it to be nice, a nice gradation of color. It's going to be so pretty. I don't know if you follow me, you probably know that I'm a big fan of the watercolor technique, and this is just going to be so pretty. So I've got some Mango Melody at the top here. We're going to blend in some Daffodil Delight. Same process, just adding some more of that color on here. And I'm about halfway down, so I've used 2 of my 4 colors, so we're ready to blend in the next color, which is Granny Apple Green. And I don't know about you, but at this point of the year, I'm usually pretty tired of Christmas. So it's really nice to bring in some not Christmas projects into the mix. I still love Christmas, but we've been working on Christmas since July, so it's time. Okay, so I've got my Granny Apple Green, and my last color is going to be the color that lets us know God loves us, Coastal Cabana. So we'll give that a squeeze, and then I'm just going to add a little bit more clean water to the bottom, and then we'll add our color and just blend that in. Oh, so pretty. And I just love that there's color going all the way across, covering this whole panel. I'm going to get just a little bit more from my ink pad. There we go. Because we want to make sure people can see this best color of all time ever. There we go. Now this is going to dry a little bit lighter than it looks right now, and that's fine. Just be aware of that. I'm going to set this down right here, and we're going to let it dry while we work on the rest of our card. Okay, so let me close these up. Now, I'm using that Happiness Abounds stamp set. It comes with a bundle, and there's dies to die cut out these images. So I'm just going to grab a scrap of paper, and I've got this weird bump on my table, so I'm going to put down a piercing mat. Sometimes when you're working with photopolymer stamps, there's no cushion, so if you have something like a pierce mat to kind of make up for that lack of cushion, it really helps. And then I'm going to, here's my ink pad just right next to me. I'm going to stamp this with StazOn. I only picked StazOn because it was handy. You can use Memento too. It doesn't really matter. I like StazOn because it gives a nice crisp black, like really vividly black image, whereas the water-based Memento is sometimes a little bit less vibrant, so to speak. So I'm going to take those images that I've die cut, or that I've stamped in black, and die cut them out. Now, usually we would color these in, right? But we've got all this glorious color on the background of our cardstock, so we don't need to color our flowers. We can let the color in the background be the color for our card, which I think is kind of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and die cut these. I'll be right back, and then we'll put our card together. All right, I've allowed my background to dry so it looks fabulous. I've die cut my flower and my leaf, and I am ready to put my card together. First thing I'm going to do is adhere this with a fair amount of adhesive, just because it's a little warped from all that coloring we did, all that water. But it will flatten out really nicely. And so I'm just going to attach this to a piece of black cardstock. Now this is the Fluid 100 paper is 3.5 by 4 3/4, and then the black cardstock is about 3 5/8 by 4 7/8 inch. Okay, so we've got that nice black on there, and that's really going to make our flower image pop, which I'm excited about. So, I mean, of course I'm going to pop this up. I mean, let's be honest. Everything's better popped up. So we'll put this on, the back of our card, or the back of our flower. And then I'm going to also leave a little bit of space so we can tuck in our leaf. Okay. So look at that gorgeous, gorgeous flower. And we'll take our leaf and just give it a little bit of a curl. And I think I'll take a glue dot to attach this. Kind of like that. Okay, that looks good. Now I kind of pulled it out a little bit because we're going to put some ribbon right there. All right, now on our card, I want to add a sentiment. And like I said, this set has such glorious sentiments. So this one says, "Sending many thanks for all you do." So we'll ink that up in some black ink. And I'm just going to carefully stamp that at the bottom here. Oh, so pretty. Okay, now for my card base, I'm going to use just a thick white card base. I actually tried colored cardstock bases, and I really just liked the white the best because it just made everything pop so much more vibrantly on here. And I'm going to add some dimensionals to this layer as well because it's just cute. Everything's cuter popped up. Now, if you're liking this video, if you could give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my other awesome videos, I would really appreciate it. It helps me so much with the people at the YouTube. Look at how beautiful that is, but we're not done yet. Don't worry. All right, now I want to do a couple things to kind of zhuzh it all up. So I'm going to take my clear wink of Stella, and that's what I'm actually going to color my flower in with. So we can make this a shimmery white flower because everything's better sparkly as well as popped up. Okay, so we have all the best stuff on here. We've got Clear Wink Estella, which makes stuff sparkle. We've got this beautiful set. We've got Coastal Cabana, the color that lets us know God loves us. And we've got watercoloring. I mean, there's all the things are right here for us. Now, let's take another fun step. I'm going to pop on some of this black gingham ribbon. I love this ribbon so much. Oh, goodness. It's just the best. And I'm going to just tie a little bow on here that we're going to add to our card just like this. It's so pretty. Okay, and we'll attach that with a glue dot. And I'm just going to tuck it right there, kind of on that border. And isn't that beautiful? But wait, we can do one more thing. I'm going to take and embellish this with, sorry, I had to grab my iridescent rhinestones. Oh, they're so beautiful. So we can put one of these in the center. Oops. Get my take your pick tool to work. Ooh, this is like stuck on here, funny. All right, we got it. We'll put that in the center. Okay, and then I'm just going to add a couple of the smaller ones sprinkled throughout our card. Like that. And that, maybe one more. That is just such a beautiful card. So if you would like to be inspired with this suite, I have a fabulous All-Star Tutorial PDF bundle that you can get. It is $15 or free with a purchase of $50 in products in my online store. All of those details can be found in the description of this video for you, and you will love these projects. 12 video tutorials complete with instruction or photos, videos, and written supply lists and dimensions in both English and metric units. So if you are overseas, you can still get this tutorial from me and it will work with your paper in your dimensions. So it's really fabulous. So I hope that you love this project. Thank you so much. If you would like to get this, I will link it up here, and I hope that you have a fabulous, fabulous day. Happy stamping, my friends. Bye-bye.